will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Still looking, on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
The defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Casey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cadets offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Now on 3rd down after that run. He's looking to pass. Finds the tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the air. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes his connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better find your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. He'll pitch it. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. The give to the lone running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Calls his own number. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. A chance for the defense to get off the field. 9th play of the drive will be at 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field.
Got it.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal.
Get set. Get set.
A designed run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
On down at the 4-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Goes to the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Great move there. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 6th play of the drive coming up.
Here we go.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
3:25.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
28, Army, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Casey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Running back goes in motion. Now on the option. Now the toss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Dobbs. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense.
29 Philly, 2-0.
From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Vaughn. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for a block. It's Dobbs. And the returner is stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game.
And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Black Knights. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On 13.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the tailback. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Easy.
They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
2-9 Philly.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On the move.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
13.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the Rebels.
It's a lineman late in the game, man. When you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the double.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. First down and 5 after the penalty. He wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Cobb. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Makes the catch. It's Atwater. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option, the pitch. Pirouettes through. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.